Now at 5:30, the ACLU is calling for Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis's office to reissue marriage licenses that are office altered, they say. WKYT's Victor Puente will join us from the live desk with the very latest.
Also on WKYT this morning, an inmate on the run didn't make it very far overnight. He is back in police custody this morning.
The Pope arrives in Washington, D.C. later this afternoon. We'll have more about what's in store for his first trip to the U.S.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Well, good morning to you and welcome in. It is Tuesday, September 22nd, the last full day of summer. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hopefully you can take advantage of it today. I know yesterday was great, so, got to get it in while it still lasts.
Looks like we got another wonderful day with sunshine. Let's check in. Meteorologist Micah Harris is on duty. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, another beautiful start to the day. It's very clear outside, and you can see all the stars in the skies out and about. Some visibility issues, obviously, in the common spots, east and southeastern Kentucky. Other than that, we are good. 40s and 50s outside. It's a chilly start. I just walked out, and it's even cooler even cooler than when I stepped out early this morning to come to work. 54 degrees now in Moorhead. A little bit warmer there in southeastern Kentucky because of that cloud cover. We'll be at 77 this afternoon. That's where we fell yesterday. Actually, Lexington hit 79 degrees for an afternoon high. Some of us were actually just below that, anywhere from 75 to 79 degrees. So it's really nice weather. Humidity's way down, and that'll last the next few days. But there are changes towards your weekend, which a lot of festivals going on. I'll explain that festival forecast in just a few minutes.
Okay, look forward to it. Thank you.
Happening today, the father of a fallen Kentucky State Police trooper, Joseph Ponder, will be in Frankfort today to meet with House Speaker Greg Stumbo.
The lawmaker is proposing some new legislation that would outfit police cruisers with some bullet-resistant technology. WKYT's Mark Barber is live from Frankfort with more on this. Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. We are hoping to learn more about that proposal later today when the father of Trooper Joseph Ponder and the House Speaker will meet with other legislators here at the Capitol around 11 a.m. Now, what they are hoping to do is to outfit police cruisers, state troopers cruisers, with bullet-resistant laminate film. House Speaker Greg Stumbo says that might have protected Trooper Joseph Ponder from a gunman back on September 13th. By now, many of us know the heartbreaking details. That's when the 31-year-old was shot and killed after he tried to help a Missouri man during a traffic stop. He was laid to rest last week. His father now joining the effort to increase safety for troopers who put their lives on the line every time they slide behind the wheel. Stumbo tells us the idea to install bullet-resistant windshields was suggested by retired law enforcement and trainees. The House Speaker has sent a letter to the State Police Commissioner asking for guidance on how to go about increasing safety for law enforcement. Now, of course, today Trooper Joseph Ponder's father and the House Speaker are hoping to gain support for their proposal. Again, their meeting starts at 11 a.m. in the Capitol Annex. Live in Frankfort, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, it'll be very interesting to see his father put his force behind that legislation. Time this morning is 5:33, and the legal team for embattled Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis has now responded to claims that she altered marriage licenses upon her release from jail.
The ACLU had claimed that Davis changed the forms and there was the possibility that the documents were no longer legal. WKYT's Victor Puente joins us from the line desk with new information on this.
Good morning, guys. Both the governor and the federal judge overseeing this case have said licenses not signed by Davis are valid, but the attorneys for the couples involved say they've been altered and they want them reissued. Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis spent 5 days in jail for disobeying a federal court order to issue licenses to gay couples. When she returned to work last week, she altered the license forms to say they were issued under the authority of the federal court instead of her office. Yesterday, lawyers for the American Civil Liberties Union asked the judge to force Davis's office to reissue the licenses. Davis's lawyer, Matt Staver, said the ACLU's motion was designed to punish Davis for her. The ACLU's motion to again hold Kim Davis in contempt reveals that their interest is not the license, but rather a marriage license bearing the name of Kim Davis. They want her scalp to hang on the wall as a trophy, end quote. In an interview with ABC News, Davis said she wasn't hurt by people calling her names. She said what did hurt her was when someone told her that her God did not love her. Her attorneys have said they will be filing a response to that ACLU motion. At the live desk, Victor Puente, WKYT.
All right, Victor, thank you. A Lexington man is behind bars this morning after police say he assaulted a person with a knife and threw him off of a balcony. Police say 37-year-old Gregory Niles approached another person Sunday morning and began cutting him with a knife. Niles then threw the victim over a third-floor railing, causing the victim to break his back. Police say after Niles was in custody, he admitted to assaulting the victim. Niles has been charged with first-degree assault and tampering with evidence.
This morning, police say they've captured an escaped inmate. The Bell County jailer says 38-year-old Jason Carbone escaped last night. Police say he was found around midnight in neighboring Knox County. Carbone had only been in jail since Friday for vandalism and burglary. Police say he is currently wanted in 3 states.
Police in Berea are searching for a truck that is wanted in connection to a deadly hit and run. Investigators say someone driving a red pickup hit and killed 71-year-old Billy Croucher late Friday night. The crash happened at the corner of Prospect and Forest Streets in Berea. Croucher's son hopes the driver will come forward.
I just wish somebody would have done something instead of just letting him lay there, you know, like a dog or something on the side of the road. But, you know, there's cruel people in the world.
Police say the red pickup they're looking for has rust spots and damage on the front driver's side.
A Laurel County man accused of killing his estranged girlfriend will be back in court today. Joseph Nestor entered a not guilty plea during his arraignment Saturday. This morning, he will appear back in his preliminary hearing. Nestor is charged with the murder of Amber Decker. Her body was found behind her home 2 weeks ago. She had not been seen since her home was set on fire 3 days before. A candlelit vigil for Decker will be held at 8 p.m. tonight at the gazebo by the old restored bridge in Corbin.
Now 5:37 on WKYT this morning. We have an update to a story that we first told you about over the weekend regarding a Tennessee man who was arrested for threatening a Bell County school. Police arrested 36-year-old David Lunsford Friday night in Harrogate, Tennessee. He has been charged with terroristic threatening and harassing communications. Police say he threatened himself, children at the Gateway Christian School in Middlesboro and at Binghamtown Baptist Church.
Anytime you make any threats or anything like that, whether you think it's your right to do so or not, we are going to take serious, and we are going to prosecute.
Lunsford appeared in front of a judge on Monday morning for the arraignment. He pled not guilty. Lunsford is currently being held at the Bell County Detention Center on a $25,000 bond. His preliminary hearing is scheduled for October 13th.
With this year's fall meet just around the corner, Keeneland is now looking for a little bit of extra help. The track typically hires about 1,000 seasonal employees, but because of the Breeders' Cup, they need nearly 1,500. Keeneland expects 20,000 visitors each day during the fall meet and 40,000 a day during the Breeders' Cup.
We're looking for prep cooks and line cooks, bar backs, dishwashers, food handlers, and a few more.
And the fall meet starts October 2nd, the Breeders' Cup October 30th and 31st.
A lot of folks just want to be out there to be part of the action. Well, Pope Francis is traveling to the U.S. today for the first time ever. The Pope hits Washington, D.C. first before traveling on to New York City and Philadelphia. CBS's Weijia Jiang has the story from Washington.
Pope Francis returns to the shrine of Cuba's patron saint near Santiago de Cuba this morning, where he'll deliver his final homily during this trip. Monday, Francis blessed the city of Holguín. During his visit to Cuba, the Pope has stayed away from making political statements. Vatican spokesman Federico Lombardi said his choice to travel to the U.S. from here is more about reconciliation. The decision to make a trip to both countries truly is a very strong message to encourage this process that has subsequent steps, he said. The Pope will arrive in D.C. this afternoon, where final preparations are underway. Kevin Dawson won a ticket to greet him.
It'd be great to get to do that, to say I shook this man's hand. You know, he's a very holy person. He's a very good person.
In a rare move, President and Mrs. Obama will be at Joint Base Andrews when Pope Francis lands to personally welcome him.
Pope Francis has inspired both Catholics and non-Catholics alike, and that I think has really resonated. Not just among Catholics, but among people of faith all around the world.
Aside from meeting with President Obama, the Pope will also address a joint session of Congress, and more than 100 world leaders gathered for the UN General Assembly in New York. In Washington, Weijia Jiang, CBS News.
All right, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
And complete coverage continuing from CBS News.
Such a historic trip.
It really is. 5:40 is the time right now, and let's check live drive traffic in the Lexington area and see what is going on this morning.
Let's take a look at the Waze app. Not a whole lot happening to give you problems. A few stalled vehicles on the interstate, one on Newtown Pike, another on Georgetown Road. Again, that Citation Boulevard is open now. It opened at 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, so their hope is to alleviate a lot of traffic in the west end of town.
Yeah, very convenient for a lot of folks now. Good to have you along on WKYT this morning. We have a lot more news coming up on your Tuesday.
Coming up, the cast of Saturday Night Live now knows who will be portraying Donald Trump in the upcoming season. It's this guy. We'll tell you more about it just ahead.
Boy, is it a chilly start to the day, starting off in the 40s and 50s as we get off into the afternoon. Another beautiful day in store. When do we start to see some rain in the forecast, or do we? I'll have that coming up in just a few minutes.